All year, Republicans in Congress have been acting out. Marjorie Taylor Greene compared mask mandates to the Holocaust. Paul Gosar chopped off AOC's head in an anime video.
Hello, hi. Yep, it's me, Lemi Loco. I'm sorry for interrupting your favorite show, but there's an issue that's dear to my heart that I really need to talk to you about. South Africa has one of the highest rates of rape in the world, 132.4 incidents per 100,000 people. We've tried running ads. We've tried the hashtags. Nothing changes. It can't be business as usual. It's time for us to act, to do something. If you need help, there are platforms available. You don't need to go through this alone. Let us all come together and stop this violence.
And Mitt Romney, well, he went through that sexy goth phase. And now, Colorado's Lauren Boebert is under fire for a little stand-up routine that she's been doing about Ilhan Omar.
There has still been no condemnation from Republican leaders after GOP Congresswoman Lauren Boebert made an Islamophobic comment about one of her Democratic colleagues in a new video.
Congresswoman Lauren Boebert making an Islamophobic suicide bomber joke about being in an elevator with Congresswoman Ilhan Omar.
I looked to my left, and there she is, Ilhan Omar. Oops. And I said, well, she doesn't have a backpack, we should be fine.
Suggesting she was concerned Omar would blow up the elevator.
We only had one floor to go, and I was like, do I say it or not? I looked over, and I said, oh, look, the Jihad Squad decided to show up for work today.
Wow. You know, for something that offensive, that was one of the most boring stories I've ever heard. Because you realize basically she was like, so I'm on an elevator with a brown person, and the whole time I'm having racist thoughts. The end. Now, if you're familiar with Lauren Boebert, hearing that she made some Islamophobic jokes about a fellow congressperson, that won't come as too much of a surprise for you. Because Boebert, like Marjorie Taylor Greene or Madison Cawthorn or countless other Republicans, they're like the crazy little spawn that Donald Trump gave birth to right before he left town. But if you don't know who Lauren Boebert is, well, you're about to find out in another installment of Fringe Watching. In less than a year, Lauren Boebert has made a name for herself as one of Congress's preeminent nut jobs. But before she could get to D.C., she had to win over the voters of her conservative Colorado district. And props to her because she knew just how to do it.
Republican Lauren Boebert pulled off a stunning upset by taking down five-term Congressman Scott Tipton. And her path to victory was straight out of the far-right playbook.
In May, her restaurant refused to close down during the COVID-19 pandemic, even after a cease and desist order until her license was temporarily suspended.
And we don't want to be restricted by these arbitrary orders in place by our governor who thinks that he's a king.
Lauren Boebert is the third candidate this cycle that we've seen on the Republican side who has spoken approvingly of QAnon, this conspiracy theory, who actually emerged on top in her primary.
Honestly, everything that I've heard of Q, I hope that this is real, because it only means America is getting stronger and better, and people are returning to conservative values.
Yeah, that's right. QAnon is a return to conservative values.